Okay, we are back and we are going to continue on our adventure of, I believe, finding our person that is stuck in the castle. So without further ado, Alex. Oh, it won't let me touch from right over there. Okay. Listen, when you go to Silverglade Village, whatever you do, don't get too close to this man. He might look like a dried up old fogey, but he's actually the most dangerous man on this island. I don't doubt that we could totally kick his behind, but now is not the time. Here, take these binoculars. Stay at the other end of the square and sit down outside in the inn. You might have to wait a bit for Mr. Sandman to appear. However, the scrumpled old plum won't take too long. With every second we stay here, we put ourselves at more risk. No. This is actually going to be kind of interesting because I haven't seen how this is going to play out since Valedale was, not Valedale, Silverglade was changed. Where is he going to, where are we going to be put? We're going to be put over here. They didn't update him? Or did they update him? Oh, am I supposed to say that's him? Am I supposed to touch on him? No, I guess not. I don't know why you did that. But I would like to get on the horse, please. I would like to get on the horse, please. Okay, Alex. So Mr. Sands and Mr. Sandman are the same person? That explains it. Now we have to know what kind of tragedy Justin is involved in. He's not only gone to visit his grandfather, but probably going to be held prisoner and get brainwashed by the Dark Corps. We know now why the Baroness has been acting so strange as well. She was, in fact, married to Mr. Sands himself. He's the slimiest slug in all of York. I can see why she doesn't want that out in the open. While you were down in the village, both Godfrey and the Baroness arrived. Let's see what the Baroness has to say about all this. Okay. Yes, let's go run up to them. But I'm gonna be the one doing the talking. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. I'll explain everything. Of course I will. The way I've been behaving, it's simply not acceptable behavior for someone like me. I can only blame it on my constant stress I've been under lately. What with the GED threatening to destroy this vineyard, and the island, not to mention the merciless winter. I'm too old for this. That must be it. It makes me act like a wicked old hag. Let me tell you girls what happened. Young Linda Chanda works for me a few hours a week, helping me with filing, reading to me from my favorite mysteries, and other odd jobs not handled by Godfrey or Carney. She has quite a head on her shoulders, your friend, equally adept with numbers and writing. Curious, too. Curious to a fault. The other day, I took Linda away from the usual work around the manor to Silverglade Castle to clean up in the attic. It was a grave mistake. Apparently, I had an old wedding photo lying around. One of me and the man that used to be my husband, Mr. Sands. You'll have to excuse me, but I just can't say his new name. I just can't. Anyway, Linda, recognize my husband as Mr. Well. well as that man. She confronted me, and I panicked. Nobody could find out. It would destroy this family's reputation, and that had been built up for hundreds of years. I left her there, and made Godfrey lock Linda in the castle to keep her from telling anyone. It was a rash and foolish plan. I'm ashamed, truly I am. But desperate, my best efforts, it seems, these shadows from the past are coming into light. Now that you're caught up to this tragic tale, I suppose I owe you the full story. It's a long and painful story, one I'm not yet prepared to tell in full, but since you found out this much on your own, I owe you more. My first husband was not the man I thought I'd married. He was dangerous. We eloped. My parents never approved of the union. At first, our life together was pure bliss. But then, he changed. Or rather, he became confident in sharing things that he'd kept secret from me while we were courting. Dark things. He believed he heard voices from the sea. They promised him eternal life and power. And this voice, he said that it chose me. This voice from the sea had a role for me in his plan. When I realized I was with child, I left the marriage at once. I hid the child in secrecy and gave it up for adoption, so that the horrible man could never have to know his wicked parents. My parents were supportive. They helped me bury the dark chapter in my life. When Linda showed up and showed me the photograph, all those terrible memories came flooding back. That's why I acted as I did. And that girl Sabine. Ever since she came to my stables, my head has been clouded with dark thoughts. Angry thoughts. Only now that she's gone has my mind cleared up. Now, Alex, Gloria, if there's anything I can do to make amends for the way I treated poor Linda, just ask. Let her out of the castle? The Baroness is a powerful ally. Her family is one of the most influential in Jorvik. She's the top sponsor for writing events in the area, and even makes her writing arena free to the community. And of course, she has a great library that makes Linda drool. Literally. Normally I'd go full revenge mode on anyone who locked up on one of my best friends, but given the circumstances, I think we should take the Baroness at her words. Mr. Sands and the Dark Riders have a way of getting into people's heads. I say we accept the Baroness's apology and keep her secret. YouTube is gonna know about it. Thank you for your understanding. I do hope we can let these unpleasant memories stay where they belong, in the past. If there is ever anything I can do to assist you, do not hesitate to ask. And, dear Linda, when you see her, that if she have me, she can continue her job at double pay. I would hate to lose an assistant like her. Yeah, I do need the key to the castle. You should let your friend out of the castle. Godfrey has a key. Godfrey? Godfrey? Certainly, miss. I'm sure I have the key somewhere. In this pocket. No? Maybe here? There's the key. I always hide it in my shoe, but I just forgot this time. Here you are. You and Alex can ride down to the castle and lock the castle door, and let your friend out. Oh, the bright lights. Hurts my eyes. What? I'm free? You freed me. Thanks, Gloria, wasn't it? From the runestone. I see. Alex didn't scare you off. I'm glad you decided to stick around. You two are not going to believe what I discovered about Silverglade family. The Baroness used to be married to her own nemesis, Mr. Sands. She went through great pains to bury that part of her past, and when I confronted her with the evidence, she panicked and had me locked in the castle. What? You already know about her secret marriage? How much did I miss? You'll have to catch me up. So the Baroness eloped with Mr. Sands for a brief, tumultuous marriage shortly after she had a child, Thomas, who she tried to keep secret from her dark ex-husband. Thomas grew up without knowing his heritage and had a son, Justin. Flash forward to the present, Mr. Sands learned that he had a secret prodigy and sent the Dark Rider Sabine to bring Justin to meet him. For what reason, we can't speculate, but it can't be good. Combine all this with the fact that the runestones have been lighting up with Pandoric energy. It's clear the Soul Riders are going to need all the help we can get. You almost talked like in a third person. Or second person. I don't really know. Look, I get it, Gloria. You came to Jorvik to ride horses and relax, not to take on Dark Riders, kidnappers, and family curses. And things are only going to get more dangerous from here on out. Linda and I are Soul Riders. Saving the world, it's sort of our job. But like Linda said, we're going to need help. It's clear you care about this island. You're brave. You've got good head on your shoulders. And you have got a real-life gift working with horses. That means something. The bond between a horse and its rider. That's magic. Bottom line, Gloria, we need riders like you. Will you help us? What if I said no? I knew you were going to even say no. I knew we could count on you. This is going to be great. We just wait until you learn about the ancient evil squid god thing. Seriously, though. Things are going to get weird. You don't want to go alone. You're riding with the Soul Riders now. Speaking of Soul Riders, we really need to regroup. If we're going to deal with the troubles ahead, the four of us are a sisterhood. Our powers are strongest when we're together. It's been a while since I've heard from Lisa and Anne. We'll find them soon. I can't wait for you to meet them. I've met them. I've met them, Star Stable. I've met them. In the meantime, keep doing your thing, Gloria. Train and work on your bond. Get to know Elizabeth and the Keepers of Aiden. Explore Jorvik. And most of all, help people. This island, its people, and its horses. That's what we fight for. See you around. Okay. Well, I've already met them, so that's definitely a point of pain in the game's lore. Once again, thank you for helping me out at the castle. Unfortunately, I have a lot to do now that I've been away for so long. But as you know, there's always a lot to do around here. You'll notice that little adventures pop up from time to time to do a lot of stuff together later. For now, we're waiting until the Druids can bring us more news of Dark Core. Until then, there's all kinds of people all over Jorvik, and many could use a helping hand from an experienced rider. Perhaps you could find someone who needs your help. Have a lovely day, Gloria. Come back later, and we'll see if we have any news. Magic. Okay. That was a big whole load of things, so I think I'm actually going to cut it off here, because that was actually really kind of interesting on a lot of levels. So, without further ado, I will see you next time.